Asking me to pick my top 5 favorite books I've read so far this year is like asking a mother to pick her favorite child. It's not fair. Alright guys, well I am back with another top 5 Wednesday. Sorry I didn't do last week's. I was actually out of town, and then also I didn't want to do that topic anyways, so my bad. But anyways, this week's top 5 Wednesday topic is top 5 favorite books you've read so far this year. And it was not really hard. Honestly, I enjoyed a lot of the books I read this year so far, but I've only read 13 because I'm a slow reader. But I really liked all of them, so it's not like I had a really big selection to choose from. And they're in number order this time too, so let's go ahead and get started. Coming in at number 5, we have The Magnolia League by Katie Crouch. I really like this book. This was actually a reread for me, so does that count? I'm gonna count it anyways. It was a reread. I liked it. I really liked getting back into the world. Although it's kind of like, I'm not one to really reread books because then I'm like, well, I already know this happens. I know all the big parts because I remember them. So it was kind of a turn off there while I was reading it, but I really liked getting back into it and knowing the characters, and it really helped me refresh my memory for when I went on to the sequel. So I like that. I also have a book talk for this, and I will link it in my pants if you want to go watch it and find out what this book is about and you might be into it. Go ahead. Coming in at number 4, we have Allegiant by Miss Veronica Roth, the final book in the Divergent trilogy. I kind of like this book. I mean, it's one of my favorites because I love the Divergent trilogy. I liked it a lot more than I liked Insurgent. But, I don't know, it got really kind of confusing with the whole genetically damaged and genetically pure stuff, and it just felt like it really strayed away from the original plot of the first 2 books, and they just threw in this whole new problem, and it was just really confusing, that stuff. And then I also got really confused trying to remember whose point of view I was reading from. Like, I'd start reading from Forrest's point of view, and I'd still think I was reading from Triss's point of view, and so I'd get really confused. I did like it. I thought it was a really nice ending to the trilogy. Even though people say they really don't like the ending, I like the way it ended. I think it ended very well. But yeah, and I really like this cover. I think this cover is so pretty. It's like my favorite cover out of all 3. Coming in at number 3, which I do not own, is City of Lost Souls by Miss Cassandra Clare. Read this because I had been reading the Mortal Instruments since sophomore year. I'd started reading, and I've been reading them because I was trying to get caught up for City of Heavenly Fire, which I did, though I found out I still have to read the Infernal Devices before I can read City of Heavenly Fire anyways. Oh well. But that comes in at number 3. I really liked it. I liked everything that happened in that book, and I'm really excited to read City of Heavenly Fire because I gotta know what happens. Gotta know what happens. But yeah, Cassandra Clare is just amazing at everything she writes, and there's no way a Mortal Instrument book could not be in this top 5 Wednesday. Coming in at number 2, we have The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan. This is the second book in the Heroes of Olympus series. This is the spin-off series of Percy Jackson. I really enjoyed this book. I liked it a lot more than I liked The Lost Hero. I wasn't really a big fan of The Lost Hero because, I mean, Percy's like my favorite character in this entire series, and he wasn't in that book. And so I liked it, but it was kind of boring, but I don't know. I like this one a lot better because it's from Percy's point of view, and then we also get new insight into this other camp we've never heard of before, Camp Jupiter, and I really enjoyed getting to see things from the Romans' point of view and how they run their camp compared to how the Greeks run their camp. And I just thought it was absolutely amazing, and I love this book, and I'm ready to read the 3rd one. And finally, we're at number 1! I love this book. And number 1 is going to be The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I read this for my AP English class last year. Completely fell in love with it. I love this book. I think it's amazing. Like, it's probably the only school book I will actually keep because I love it that much. And it's really weird because I'm not really one for liking school books. The only book that I know of that I've read from school that I enjoyed was To Kill a Mockingbird. I really liked that book. Why? I don't know. But I really loved The Great Gatsby, and it's just amazing. I love it. And if you haven't read The Great Gatsby, or if you like SparkNotes it through high school or whatever, go back and read it, because I promise you it's amazing. And I understand why Anna rambles on about it so much in all of her Top 5 Wednesdays, because I feel the exact same way. I love this book. It's so amazing. It's really good. I kind of want to read more by F. Scott Fitzgerald, but like I don't know any of his other books. Alright, well that is it for my Top 5 Wednesday. Let me know in the comments what yours are, or if you did a video for this week's topic, link it in the comments and I'll go watch it. Until then, I will see you next time with a Top 5 Wednesday book talk or tag video. Until then, I'm Chrissy. Bye!